So then I'm going to jump over to Perth. A lot of people have made really good money in Perth in the last few years. And I think if you were an early adapter and got in and just rode that wave, you've done really well. And that's fantastic. I don't think you're going to see anywhere near the growth that Perth has experienced overall for the next few years. It is seemingly coming out of that growth, that boom cycle, and it'll probably go into stagnation, but I do still think that market's probably got 12 months to run. So I wouldn't be surprised if more marketing groups hit Perth for the next 6 to 12 months and then they pivot over to Brisbane, because Perth, as prices go up, then yields come down. And at the moment, from everything that I'm seeing buyers groups do, whether they're right or wrong, some of them I agree with what they're buying is fantastic. Other ones I absolutely think they're just selling or buying rubbish. That includes secondhand homes as well. Just because the home is secondhand doesn't mean you're getting a good deal, and you get no depreciation benefits. So I think for the majority part, Perth still probably has another 12 months to run in terms of their market cycle. That's assuming that the price of iron ore or coal doesn't fall through the floor. If that does, then they could be cut short. But I still think Perth is going to have some really good growth, but you've got to be more selective about where you're buying now, because people are just paying way over in Perth for certain properties. I've heard some pretty crazy stories of people offering like 50 to 100 grand more than the list price, and these are only like properties that are $400,000-$500,000. So Perth has just gone spastic. You've got all of the East Coast, Sydney, Melbourne, even to an extent Brisbane buyers over there. So there's a lot of money getting invested in Perth, and it's all investors driving the market because it is such a hot market at the moment, and it's well and truly overdue. It is the most affordable capital city in Australia at the moment, and it's giving the best yields as well. So Perth, I think it's got another 6 to 12 months, but you've got to be more selective about your suburb and about your property. You can't just buy like what people have done in the last couple of years if you actually want to make any growth. I even think some of those areas where people have made good money out of them over the last couple of years, I think we'll probably start to see people lose money in those areas, even though the market's still growing. If you pay too much extra over for your property, if you pay 10% above the market has to move by 10% just for you to break even.